Good evening, guys. Hope you're well. I don't see microphones on the side. Oh, no, there are. Sorry. Apologies. The light's quite bright. If you can just let us know that you'd like to ask a question by raising your hand, we'll come to you as many as we can. Obviously, we'll take questions for Nathan first, then Nathan will go and do his TVs, and the manager will join us after that. If we can have somewhere to start, please. Martin, just here at the front, please.
Yeah. Since João Cancelo left, you're probably going to be playing quite a lot of games at left back. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, of course. As a player, you want to play as much as possible and contribute to the team as much as possible. But yeah, I've been playing more as a left back, as a centre back, all over. But yeah, I'm just happy that I'm getting opportunities for sure.
Sam?
Yeah, in terms of playing left back, centre back, sometimes in a game, a mixture of the two. Like how was that to get used to? Like, what was the process of learning how to do that, and how's that been for you? No,
it's been okay because yeah, it's quite clear. You know, the manager always explains clear what he wants, the tactics, what he wants, what he expects from you. He doesn't expect me to make 100 forward runs and score goals every game. But no, he knows what he can get from me, and yeah, I will give everything every game. And yeah, I think it's also about playing the position and learning each game you play. You learn a little bit more about it. But I've played it in the past, so it's not too unknown.
Paul here, please.
Hi Nathan, the manager's been very complimentary about your performances this season, and you're starting a lot more games. Why do you think your performance has come on this season?
Yeah, I don't know. I think obviously the first season when I arrived, it was a bit difficult, settling in with injuries and stuff like that. I never really got in the rhythm. I think last season I was already improving, getting better, getting more game time, understanding more what I need to do to get in the team. And I think this season just automatically it started to come with games, started the season well, and then little setback with a small injury, but then after that kicked on, and just feel good now, feel comfortable, and just eager to learn even more, and be consistent to the end of the season.
Rob there.
Hi Nathan. When we get to this stage of the competition, there's always questions about City. Is this going to be the year that you win the Champions League because you're one of the favourites? Does that pressure ever make its way into the squad? Do you ever think about that kind of thing?
No, I think to be fair, every competition we play, there's pressure. Every game we have to win basically. So you know that when you're at a club like Man City, you want to win every trophy possible. But yeah, so that's no difference for the Champions League. We go into this game with the same mentality that we want to win this game, and we want to progress. And that's our aim for the Premier League, for other cups, and no different from the Champions League. But yes, obviously that we want to win it.
Just there, please.
Hi Nathan. In the league at home, it's been something of a stop-start season. It's been sort of one step forward and another one back. Is there a feeling that this is very different in the Champions League, that you can sort of leave the sort of domestic campaign alone and sort of start afresh here?
Yeah, maybe. I think, as you said, it's been a little bit frustrating sometimes. You take a good step forward and you maybe take a little step back in terms of results. I think that the play was all right, especially last game, but we just didn't get the result. The thing we have to do is take that confidence from the way we played, I think, the last couple of games into this one, and that's all we can do. And I don't think there will be too much of a thinking about this is the Champions League now, we have to play different or something. So we just have to go with the same confidence and mentality we've done the last couple of games and keep that going.
Just here at the front, please.
Nathan, is this the trophy that the players really want now? I mean, you've won everything domestically, so many times. Is this the trophy that you really, really want as a squad?
Yeah, I think that's been clear over the last few years. We've been close, but we never got to it. I think it's obvious that everyone wants to win this trophy. It's the Champions League. Is the biggest competition in club football, and I think obviously every player wants to win it. So for sure we're gonna do our best.
Just towards the back there, please.
Hello, Nathan. A question about tomorrow's opponent. What do you know about RB Leipzig and their style of football, and who do you think will impose the biggest threat for your defense?
Yeah, we know them quite well from last season as well. They were very tough games. A lot of energy on the counter-attack. They're very fast. They're very strong. And they've got very quick, good players up front. I think with Nkunku, with Werner, they're top players, and they will make us difficult. As we know last season, when we came here, we lost 2-1. Obviously, in a little bit different circumstances, but still, it was a tough match. So we know we have to be 100% tomorrow.
Any more, guys? I don't see any hands. You happy? Lovely.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Same process again, please, guys. You want to take a show of hands, and we will come to as many of you as we can. Somebody to start, please. Start with Rob, just in the second row.
I bet. Just on the players you've got available, and obviously, Kevin De Bruyne, is that a serious problem, or is it just a precaution?
Kevin Laporte illness. They are not ready for tomorrow.
But should be ready for the weekend. Do you think it's not? Don't know.
I don't know.
Jack, just on the front, please. Thank you.
How much of a blow is that losing Kevin for such a big night?
Both. Jaime as well. So that's what it is during the season. Unfortunately, sometimes some moment happen, and didn't feel good right after a game against Nottingham Sunday, and yesterday Jaime didn't feel good, and another player is going to play. So it happens sometimes.
How much of a tough game are you expecting tomorrow? Because there's quite a lot of people back home that would look at the draw and think City should progress, but Leipzig they've only lost one game since September. They're obviously on an exceptionally good run. They've got loads of good players.
Right after the draw, I knew it. I felt it. That will be a real tough opponent. So, from my experience, we face any opponent should be comfortable for us. But the reality is completely different. We know the quality of them. For many years, this club have an own culture for the young players, recruitment and physicality, clear patterns to play, really good to the channels, a lot of play in the middle, physicality in German football, especially Leipzig, let them make the transition, are unstoppable. Huge respect what they have done this club for many years. When I was in Germany, I was in the second division. I never faced them. And last season we won at home, but with JC Marks and we struggled with Nkunku. And here we lost. Okay, we already qualified, but we felt how difficult they are. And in many years, maybe they are not still ready to fight against Bayern Munich in Bundesliga, but every season qualify for the Champions League tournament. So huge respect. I know the quality. It will be a tough 2 games. And first game, try to control the emotions. Try to make a good performance. They try to do a good result for second leg in Manchester.
Sweet James, please.
Pep, you've obviously had a really long history in the European Cup, both as a player and as a manager. Obviously been very successful with both. Does it have a special affinity for you, this competition? Does it excite you in a way other things don't?
No, absolutely. It's a fantastic competition, so I love it. We love them. Be here. It's a privilege. Always had that feeling. I don't know how far we'll go, but already being here after group stage and qualified last season to being here. People say no because you have this name or whatever. So always had the feeling it's so difficult. Every season is more and more difficult to just qualify for Champions next season. Go through to the group stage is difficult. Look how many good teams cannot be there, and that's why the dream is go forward, do a good game tomorrow, go to the quarterfinals. So this is the point. But of course, it's a nice competition. You know, it's in England. You can take a plane. We dress beautiful to fly, and you know, and go for Europe to try to show our football, our game, a new stadium, new culture in Germany. Like the stadiums are beautiful, passion for football, very polite, very supportive. So yeah.
Do you see it as the ultimate test? Do you see this competition as the ultimate test?
For the first season, I get this. I arrive here, and the people say you arrive here to win the Champions League.
I don't mean just about win it. I just mean generally in terms of everything that you have to deal with.
Jack, I would say, for the club, I would say if my career finished tomorrow, because I cannot be a manager, but literally tomorrow, I will be more than blessed and grateful what I've done with the Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and here in Europe or in the competition. So I could never ever expect to have the career I had in the short time, not just for I would say, the success that we had all together in this period, 30, 40 years. It's just for the fact, the way we played, in the way I love it. So I couldn't more grateful. I cannot ask more. So I think we want to do our best, and our best, I have the illusion to do quarterfinals. It's going to happen, it's going to happen. So at the end, the destiny is already written, and we do our best of what they have done. We have been close, sometimes not, sometimes closer, and it was not an exception now. So this is my feeling. I live that position. So I had the feeling what we have done, all of us, for many years, whatever happened, is going to fail. So whatever I'm doing personally with the future, what I've done in this past, I'm going to fail. Nothing will be enough. So that's why when I learned that, I mentally said, just have fun, enjoy being here in this press conference after good dinner with good wine, and watch Madrid and Liverpool, Madrid, a little bit Napoli. It's always a pleasure to watch. Prepare well the game. Let them feel the players. Let's go, guys. Try to do it again, and that's all.
When did you have that change in mentality?
A long time ago.
Oh. At City?
Yeah, mainly at City.
Yeah.
Because they put the perspective that everyone put the perspective that everything is a disaster if you don't win some prizes. But I don't know if everyone put this highest perspective for themselves. I mean, I don't want to put this perspective on myself, because I'm blessed to be here, and I never thought when I arrive every year we have to win every year the Premier League, or every year I have to win 3-4 Champions League. Except you are Madrid, the rest cannot do it. So it's just to try to what we have done, because last 2 seasons we are being really close, and we have played really, really good games, really once, and try to do it again.
Pep, just a question on Phil Foden. In some matches recently, you've dropped him back into midfield. Is that where you see him long term, in that position in central midfield rather than on the wing?
He can play there. I have the feeling he's still young. Some maturity to understand what happened in the middle, to read what happened in the middle. You know, because when you play in the middle, it's not you move in the right and do these kind of things. No, in the middle, many things happen, and you have to read what happened to react properly what happened. And still is young. The skills can do it absolutely. So the action has done in Nottingham, like shoot, and it's a true save, and Erling put in the post, and after the score is the position for Messi when attacking that period is the perfect from Phil. Phil is really good doing that, you know, in the pockets, in the right, like Kevin plays. Is when he can run, but it's not just that. You know, you have to read sometimes what happens when the ball is left, right, have to take a decision when you drop, and sometimes when you play outside, it's more easier to do these kind of things. But with time, he will do it. The important is he can play in a 4 or 5 position up front, as said many, many times.
Just right at the very back, please.
Hola Pep, ¿qué tal? Buena tarde. Marcelo Beckler de TNT Sports Brasil. A few weeks ago, you said that there is something on the clouds that was hard to put it back on your players. Do you think that changing the competition that thing that is not measured, that you cannot work in the training ground and in the pitch, it can come back to your players' mind and your players' heart to play this competition?
The team is there. I had the feeling that we won in London against Arsenal. Well, maybe we were not who we are, but we compete really, really well. Without that, it's impossible to achieve the result for the way we played that game. We had something like normally we had in the past, like the resilience that don't play maybe now a game and do it. And the last game at Nottingham was in the highest standards. So I love the way we play and the way we played after we don't win, because it's football. Sometimes happen. I cannot have an answer to do what happened in specific in this type of situations. But today, the days we're training and the team is there. That doesn't mean it's going to, to win or get results. But I had a good feeling, honestly.
Arelis.
Hi, Pep. Thierry Henry said last week that even though Erling has been fantastic for Man City, the team is a bit more predictable with him. I'm wondering, do you agree? And if so, what are you working on to be less predictable? And do you need to be more unpredictable than you were last season?
But I would say that predictable is for the. I understand exactly what TT want to say. I think Jimmy Carroll want to say is for the fact if we play and he put the balls to Haaland. To less predictable is not depends on Haaland. It depends of the way we can make the process to arrive in different channels to the final third, not just with Erling. And the people say, we concede a goal in the left side because Bernardo is playing there, but the people don't realize, and I understand it, but the view is something like a left back has to defend in that position. Bernardo helped us to do what we have done against Nottingham Forest. Without Bernardo, it would not be possible to concede one counter-attack or one or two actions at the end, and the amount of the control of game to avoid in the transitions and the create for right, left, and the shoots, and here arrive at many things when the team defend 5-3-2-1, so narrow in 18-yard box during 90 minutes. So we have to continue to try to lead that process, and after we will, because it is 400% sure against Nottingham, we were not predictable. Absolutely not. But if you arrive here, try the crosses from Erling, or just pass to Erling, will be predictable. That's true. To be as predictable, we need more runners from Kevin, we need more runners from Gundogan, we need more runners for the wingers, we need more runners there when we arrive there in the final third. But to arrive in the final third, we need the process. And I'm not stupid to say that Bernardo is not a fullback, but he can do it because he's so intelligent, he's so clever. In the 1-against-1, he's a really good defender. And with the ball, help us to do in a special way we want to play. And that's why I play in that position. It happened with Alex Zinchenko in the past. We make 100 points with Fabian Del. For the other ones, the way we play. In Europe, in Premier League, we play really good. We have this type of players that make our game predictable. But come on, he has scored 32 goals, 26 goals. We are the team who score more goals in the Premier League. So bad it's not, So always we can do good things with Erling as well.
Last couple, please, guys. We'll go to Martin at the front here.
Yeah, hi Pep. Could you just ask what Kevin's injury is?
Illness.
Illness? Oh, okay, illness, right. How's Calvin Phillips doing, Pep? We still haven't seen much of him. Could there be a chance for him in the next few days?
Yeah, maybe. I would love it. But Rodri's playing an incredible level, and he's so important for us. And we need him because sooner or later, hopefully, I can do it. But we are delighted. He's a fantastic boy, and the training, and always his mood is perfect, and the vibe. He helps to have an incredible vibe of the team. And that is today with a lot of stats and analysis and data and these kind of things. The motion and the vibes of the teams, the locker rooms, will be in the future the most important thing to be a success as a team. And Calvin and all of them, I would say, help us to do this.
Last one in the middle there, please, guys.
RB Leipzig's key player, Christopher Nkunku, could be out for tomorrow's game. Is he already world class in your opinion?
Absolutely. Hopefully he come back with a tough injury. It was pity that he lost the World Cup. We saw for him last season at home. Top class player. Hopefully he can back. Unfortunately he cannot be there. Hopefully he can back in Manchester. Always I like to play with the best players in the top sides. Be ready. But what I heard is already close to come back. So yeah, here I can say.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.